Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. With the name of Allah, who is very kind and merciful. Welcome to DevOps King channel. On this channel, you will find the solution of different tasks about Azure DevOps and AWS. Today, I shall explain MLOps on Azure and AWS, key concept, workflow, and best practice with demo in part 1. On this channel, you will find the training material for Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, and CI/CD. If you have any question, please message me on the channel. Every video on this channel are prepared by certified DevOps engineer. In order to search the channel on the YouTube, please use the word DevOps King. You will find the channel DevOps King. Please click the subscribe button so that you can get the notification about the latest upload on the channel. Let's start for the part 1 of MLOps on Azure and AWS, key concept, workflow, and best practice with demo. First of all, we shall explain what is MLOps. MLOps, in fact, is a machine learning operation, is a set of practice, tools, and processes that combine machine learning, DevOps, and data engineering principles to automate, monitor, and manage the ML lifecycle, from model development to the deployment and the maintenance as well. We also explain it with a more brief definition for the MLOps. The MLOps is to machine learning model, that DevOps is to the software application. Matching of both, matching of MLOps to the machine learning model and matching of the DevOps to the software applications. It ensures that ML systems are reliable, reproducible, and scalable in the production. Scalable means we can scale it our MLOps solution according to the requirement, according to the load on the application. The next one is we shall discuss the key goals of MLOps. The key goal of MLOps are the first one is the automation. Automate ML workflows like data processing, model training, testing, and deployment. Model training means we organize the data for the application according to the requirement of the client. Testing means we test the data, and deployment means we deploy our application on the cloud. The second one is the reproducibility. Ensure experiment can be consistently replicated. The next one is the scalability. Deploy and manage ML models across different environment of the scale at environment at scales. Scalability. We can change the application environment according to the requirement. The next one is the monitoring and governance, track model performance, data drift, and compliance. Compliance means we make sure that our application, ML application, is according to the requirement and fulfilling all the requirement from every security point of view and the client requirement as well. The next one is the collaboration. Enable data scientists, ML engineer, and DevOps teams to work together efficiently. It means that in as compared to the DevOps project, in the ML projects, there are the number of teams that work together, like the data scientist team, machine linear engineer, and DevOps team as well, work together. In ML ops, the collaboration improve during the work. The next one is the life cycle. ML life cycle. There are during the life cycle there are different stages in the project. Like the first one is the data collection and preparation. Gather, clean, and process raw data for training. It means that after getting the data, we verify, we change the data according to the requirement. The next stage is the model development. experiment with ML algorithm, feature engineering, and hyperparameter tuning. So we perform different engineering tasks on the data to final the model. The third one is the model training and validation. After development of the model, we train it. Train means we make sure that our data is fulfilling all the requirement of the client or the applications. So model training and validation, train models and validate their performance using the test data set. Model versioning. In the model versioning, in fact, we are retaining the different version of our model during the development. Track different version of the model, data set, and the code. The next one is the model deployment. In the model deployment stage, move the trained model into the production environment, for example, API, cloud services. It's the last one stage in the ML ops is the monitoring and maintenance. Monitoring and maintenance means with the change of the data, we make sure that we are we have an application according to the required set. The next one is the core component. Now we shall explain what are the core component of ML ops and the different tools that we use during the ML ops. The first one is the version control. In the version control, we use normally two tools. Like one is the Git and other is the DVC, data version control. The second component is the CI/CD for ML. For this purpose, there are the different tools that we use like the GitHub Actions, Jenkins, or GitLab CI. The third one is when we experiment tracking. Next component is the experiment tracking. For this, we use ML flow, weights and biases. The most important, most famous tool is ML flow that we shall normally use when the experiment tracking, during the experiment tracking. The next one is the model registry. ML flow registry. For this, we use different tool like the ML flow registry. SageMaker is the SageMaker model registry. SageMaker registry, model registry is offered by Amazon AWS services that we use for the model registry. And the next one is the deployment. We use Docker, Kubernetes, AWS SageMaker, Azure ML for the deployment. AWS SageMaker again is a managed services offered by AWS in which we have all the phases of our ML, like the CI/CD, like the model training, development of the model, and the deployment as well. Same all the feature in the Azure ML. In the Azure ML Machine Learning Studio, we have model training, model development, and the deployment as well. The next one is the monitoring. Monitoring is very important because in ML project, when our data change, we make sure that our application is according to the requirement. Like we monitor the application by using the Prometheus, Grafana, Evidently AI, and others tools. These are the different tools that we use for the important component of ML ops that we use in our project. The next one is I shall explain the workflow for the ML project. The workflow for this, the first of all, the data scientist train a model locally using the notebooks. The work started on the local machine first of all. First of all, data scientists start the work on the notebook. In the second step, model and parameter are variant in the Git. After that, teams push the code in the Git. The third one is CI/CD pipeline automatically test and build the model. When the teams push the code in the Git, after that CI/CD triggered automatically and make sure that all the tests meet the requirement and build the model as well. The next one is the in the workflow. Next step is the model is containerized and deployed to the Kubernetes. It means that model is containerized means we use the Kubernetes services, we use the Docker services to containerize our code, and after that we deploy it on the Kubernetes. The fifth one is the monitoring system track performance and triggering retraining if performance drops. Monitoring is again very important in our ML projects. We make sure that our system is working according to the requirement. The next one is what is the benefits of ML ops. It is very important to discuss the benefit of ML ops. With ML ops, faster time from model development to the production. Faster time we can achieve the milestone for the client in short time. The next one is the reduced manual errors. It means that when we have a ML ops, everything is automated and there is very rare chance for the errors. The third one is the continuous improvement via the retraining. We improve our model by continuous improvement by changing the data and triggering the CI/CD. The fourth one is the improved collaboration between the teams. The benefit for the ML ops that all the teams like the ML team, data engineer team, DevOps team, all are improved their collaboration and they can easily update each other. The last one is the easier model governance and compliance. By the help of the ML ops, we easily come to the compliance of our application, that our application is according to the requirement. Best of luck. See you in the next part of this series.